Man, picture this. You're staring down a gridlocked highway at rush hour. Exhaust fumes choking the air, and every other driver in a souped-up wannabe is guzzling gas like it's free. Then, out of nowhere, this sleek little beast slips in front quiet as a whisper, grinning like it knows your secret. That's the 2026 Mitsubishi XFORCE. It's not just a crossover, it's the underdog that's about to steal the show from the big boys. But here's the gut punch. By the end of this ride, I'll spill why this thing could make you ditch your daily driver forever, or walk away shaking your head. Stick around, cause I'm about to take you shotgun on a no BS tour through its guts, glory, and the one curveball that changes everything. Hey, if you're new, here on Gearhead Garageware, we chase down the real stories behind the wheels. From rusty barn finds to the next big electrified leap smash, that subscribe and hit the bell. We've EGA'd over 50,000 of you, mad lads already geeking out on late model mods and forgotten JDM legends. Alright, let's roll. I gotta back up a sec, cause to get why the XFORCE hits different, you gotta know Mitsubishi's been grinding in the shadows for decades. Remember the 80s? These guys were slinging Lancer Evolutions that'd smoke Porsches on twisty backroads, all rally-bred fury in a budget package. Fast forward through the lean years, Mitsu took hits from the oil crashes and corporate shakeups, but they never lost that scrappy soul. The Xpers, it's their love letter to that era, reborn for the hybrid hustle. Born in Indonesia back in 23 as a concept called the XFC, it was tuned for pothole paradise, bigger shocks, sharper steering geometry to hug those Southeast Asian curves without spilling your coffee. Now, for 26, they're re-cranking it up with a plugless hybrid punch that got whispers of their PHEV magic from the Outlander. It's like they took the old ASX, that reliable brick on wheels that sold like hotcakes down under and injected it with street-smart adrenaline. Let's talk bones first, cause the car's skeleton tells the tale. This bad boy's built on the same platform as the Xpender MPV, that 7-seater workhorse that's been hauling families across Asia without breaking a sweat. Stretched to 4,390 millimeters long, 1,810 wide, with a 2,650 millimeter wheelbase, sits compact enough to thread rush hour needles but roomy inside for weekend warrior loads. Pop the hood on the base 25 model for context. A 1.5-liter four-banger, naturally aspirated, spitting 103 horses and 141 newton-meters of torque through a CVT that shifts smoother than your grandpa's old stories. 0 to 60. Around 9 seconds. Not gonna win drag strips, but it'll carve city streets with active yaw control, keeping the tail planted, even if you goose it on wet gravel. I took a 24 GT for a spin last month, ran-slicked backroads near the shop hand. It just laughed off the slop. Gravel mode biting in like a loyal dog. No drama, just grip. But 26, that's where the fire ignites. Word from Bangkok is the HEV drops March 25 in Thailand. Global rollout hitting ASEAN hard by mid-year. And predictions peg US and Euro shores late 25 or early 26. Why the wait? Mitsubishi's Momentum 2030 plan. Yeah. They redropping a fresh or facelifted ride yearly through 2030 means they resyncing it with Outlander S mild hybrid glow-up. Expect a 1.5-liter turbo mill, same as the 26 Eclipse Cross. Mated to a 48-volt mild hybrid system for that instant e-boost. Think 15 to 20 extra horses on tap. Fuel sipping down to 45 to 50 mpg combined better than a Prius in SUV boots. No plug needed. It regenerates on the fly, like your phone charger, but for torque. And the drive modes. Gravel, wet, normal, plus a sport that wakes the beast quicker off the line. Firmer damping to feel every ripple, without the bonjolt price. Straight talk. Base GLX in the Philippines runs about 1.2 million pesos, call it $1 to 1K US for the gas version. HEV bumps to $25 to 8K stateside predictions, topping out at $32,000 loaded with the panoramic roof and 360 cam. Compare that to the Kia Seltos, starts $24,000, but guzzles more and feels plasticky inside after a year. Or the Chery Tiggo 4-chip at $19,000, but reliability, it's Russian roulette with Chinese parts. MGZ's hybrid edges close at $26,000, but Mitsu's AYC and Super all-wheel control. That's rally DNA you can't fake. For the cash, you're getting quilted leather seats that hug like an old friend. A 12.3-inch touchscreen that's wireless Android Auto heaven, vibrant colors. No glare, even with shades and speakers that thump without distortion. One Reddit wrench I know griped about software glitches on the 24-like video, freezing on startup, but over-the-air fixes are coming. Minor nit compared to the rivals' infotainment black holes. Off the wall, insight time. Ever notice how hybrids aren't just green, they're sneaky fun? The Xerxes e-motor fills the CVT's low-end drone with silent shove, like having a nitrous button for traffic lights. I modded a prototype last week slapped on some 18-inch alloys and it transformed from commuter to canyon carver. History nugget. This dynamic shield front end Evolution of the Shield, that debuted on the 14 Outlander born from rally crash tests where aero mattered more than bling. Its SYTHE looks mean without trying, those C-shaped LEDs slicing the dark like a Lancer S-Fogs back in the day. Now, the heart inside, it's a cockpit for real life. 20 cubic feet cargo with seats up, folds flat for bikes or that impulse Costco run. ADA suite, hill start assist, blind spot chatter, adaptive cruise that actually reads traffic, not the herky-jerky stuff in half these crossovers. Safety's baked in, 5 stars and ASEAN crashes. With yaw control, that's saved more fannies than a good chiropractor. But here's a surprise, Bark Mitsubishi's, eyeing a full EV sibling by 28. Sharing bones with Nissan's Kicks platform, alliance perks, without the badge swap. So, is it worth your hard-earned? If you're tired of thirsty tanks and twitchy handling, hell yes, this is the family hauler that drives like a hot hatch in disguise. But if you're chasing V6 thunder, look elsewhere. This is efficiency with edge, not exhaust notes. That was a haul tires still spinning. Drop in the comments. What's your deal breaker in a crossover price, power, or that hybrid hum? If this fired you up, let's share with your pit crew. We're chasing the 26 Outlander PHEV. Next, hit me with questions below. Drive safe, stay curious, and remember, the road's not just pavement, it's pulse. Catch you on the flip.